Hi guys, karibuni sana to Footsteps. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell ndio upate any updates on new videos zenye tuko nayo. And to my people wenye mmekuwa from the beginning, asanteni sana. Continue to share, to comment, niambie what we need to change, the stories that are out there that we need to capture. Nitaacha hapo number, make sure you hit me up. If you have any interesting and something that you need us to capture, just let me know. Without further ado, tuko na Shekinah Kigame in this feature talking about mental health issues, and it is something that imekuwa common and you're trying to get a bit into it to see how it is from the other side. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Asanteni.
Sitababaisha, sitatingizika, maana wewe unami wanisikia toka mbinguni. Ninakuamini na kwako napata faraja, maana wewe unami waniongoza maishani. Mchungaji wangu, wewe ni mwamba wangu, kwako niko salama. Mchungaji wangu, wewe ni mwamba wangu, kwako niko salama. Salama nasimama, sitingiziki, niko juu ya mwamba. Salama, salama nasimama, sitingiziki, niko juu ya mwamba. Salama, salama. I'm Shekinah Kigame. I'm a musician, music teacher, and audio engineer. Yeah.
We're here to talk about mental health. What do you know about mental health?
Mental health is a really wide subject that covers a lot of things and not really well understood by many people. And it covers depression, anxiety, schizophrenia, postpartum depression, and many other things. It's more about your wellness in terms of your mind. Yeah.
Have you ever had any mental health issue?
Yes, I have. I've dealt with depression for about close to 12 years now. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about it.
It started when I was in high school. I lost my mom when I was in class 8. That was in 2006, yeah. And at that time, the way life was, it was I didn't really deal with what I was going through at that time. But when I got to high school, it suddenly came upon me in a really hard way. And when I started thinking about it really, and when my emotions came flooding in, and I sank into a really bad depression. That was the first time that it ever happened. And since then, I've had episodes at different times. Yeah.
How did you deal with it?
For a long time, I didn't know how to deal with it. When I was still in school, when I was still in high school, one of the teachers called my dad and organized for me to go see a counselor. So my first experience speaking with a counselor was not very good. I thought like she didn't know what she was doing, and I thought it was a system that didn't work, because counseling depends on what the person being counseled says or reveals, and the person listening deduces from what you said. So I didn't open up enough, so the session didn't really help me much. So I went back to school, and at that time I didn't cope with it very well. And because I wasn't able to cope with it, it became worse and worse to the point where I tried to end my life.
How far did that go?
I tried to end my life severally. There's about 2 times that it went really far. I took a massive amount of pills, and I was walking. I remember I was walking, and I don't know what I was feeling. I was just like, I almost collapsed, and there were some people around me, and they took me to our nurse. And when I was there, I wanted to end my life, yes, but when I was there, I started crying to God, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. So it took some days, but I felt better after some time, yeah.
Tell us a bit about depression and family.
Depression is something that takes a while for people to open up about, especially to the people around them. And the biggest misconception about depression is that you'll see someone being sad or crying down all the time. But a large number of people with depression, they live their normal lives. So most families don't realize that one of their members is suffering from depression, and it only takes the person who is going through it to open up, or at a time when there's like a break, or like for me, when I tried to end my life, that's when my family realized that there's a lot going on. So being able to have family close enough for you to open up to them helps, but there are people who don't have people they can talk to. And also with family, it's difficult because if they don't understand what's going on, then it might make the depressed person feel worse. Yeah.
Are you in recovery?
Yes, I am.
How is that going?
So far, I thank God, because it's only by His grace that I'm able to be where I am. It's now, I'd say, like 2 months since I'm doing good, and since I had a last depressive episode, and I'm doing much better. Yeah.
What would you tell people not to do or say to people who are undergoing that episode?
The worst thing is just get out of it. As in, just si ujitoe hapo. Yeah. That's the worst thing. I think that you can't just try and be happy. Yeah. That's the worst thing that you can tell somebody who is going through depression, because it's not a choice. It's not something that you want to happen to you, and it's not easy to get out of it. Yeah. And one thing also people don't understand is there's a difference between depression as an illness and feeling depressed, because everyone goes through stuff that puts you down, and you can say, I'm feeling depressed. But depression is an illness, a mental illness that needs help. It needs treatment. So it's not something that you can just tell somebody, get out of it, and they get out of it. Yeah.
If you can list 3 things that has helped you through this depression period, what would they be?
First of all, it's knowing that it's not your fault, knowing that this is an illness that you have, not blaming yourself. and being easy on yourself. Secondly, it's support. You need at least one person in your corner to be there for you. The time that I had my worst depressive episode, I was at my end completely, and one person noticed. This person, I talked to her for just a few minutes, and she knew if you don't deal with this now, you're done. So she signed me up for some therapy in Nairobi, and that was the time that I was able to finally move to a different place. So having someone in your corner, that's the second thing. And the third thing is God. It should have been the first. But the third thing is God, because in as much as, yes, people deal with depression, some have to undergo medication, some have to undergo therapy. God is the ultimate help that you can have, and He can bring it to an end. Yeah.
How expensive is treatment and therapy?
It's very expensive, very, very expensive. That's one big hurdle that most people face. For me, I couldn't afford my treatment, so the person who helped me out paid it for me. And even when you go to see a therapist with depression and they find that you're suicidal, they'll recommend you to see a psychiatrist who might put you on medication, and it's really, really expensive. So I think that's one hurdle that people need help with. And when you have someone supporting you, it could be better. Yeah.
What would you tell parents who have kids who are undergoing this and they do not know how to deal with it?
Be patient. Don't push. And be supportive. Pray for your children. If they're ready to open up and talk, listen without judgment, without coming up with a 10 list of solutions on how they should deal with it, and just be there. Yeah.
And what gives you hope or cheers you or keeps you happy during the depression period?
Music. Yeah. Music helps me. It's a source of, it's an outlet. It's a way of expression. A lot of times I'm not good at expressing myself. Music helps me with that. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoy. Do not forget to like, comment hapo chini. And this episode is courtesy of Symphony Media, and ndio wanafanya all this happen. So make sure you look for them, Instagram, Facebook. They have their own website. They do videos, weddings, everything. Hizo vitu zote combined. Asanteni sana.